Hello guys, welcome to Agriculture Engineering. In the series of Gist of Agriculture Engineering, today we are going to discuss about farm mechanization and its introduction. Before starting the video, I would like to ask two questions which are frequently asked in examination. First one is, what is the average farm power available at Indian farms? And what is the average land holding of an Indian farmer? If you knows the answer, please comment in comment section. Otherwise, look we will look at these questions at the end of the video. Farm mechanization. The application of farm machinery to perform any kind of farm work with the help of machinery. It is called farm mechanization. The farm mechanization has various advantages. First one is it brings timeless in the operation. Also the precision of work increases. The using of farm machinery increases the work environment of the farm. The labor dependency reduces and crop loss also. Ultimately, the productivity of the farm increases. So, the aggregate progress and prosperity of farm and farmer is concluded. As we know, India is a vast continent and having very diverse farm mechanization level throughout its states. As we can observe, the Punjab has maximum farm mechanization level, succeeding with Uttar Pradesh. But the states like South Indian states, Northeast area states having such scope to adapt farm mechanization. So what makes them to not adapt farm mechanization? First one is easy labor available. Second one is low investment. Third one is small land holding. If we look at these three problems, labor is easily available. Farmers are won't interested to high invest in machinery, and due to his small land holding, his returns are very less. So he hesitate to invest money in such high mechanization. Also, the adequate animals are available. Nearly 17% of the world, the livestock present in the India. India comprises 17% of livestock. So, the adequate animals are present in the India to perform this operation. Also, the less suitable machinery is available. As we know, the topography of India changes drastically from place to place. So, the machinery should be adaptable to crop, topography and various special purposes. So there we are lacking. Also the high cost, and last one is less coordination in research institutes. So these were some limitations which we are facing to adapt mechanization. Last one is the sources of farm power. We all knows the farm power sources are three. First one is human power, second one is animal power, and last one is machinery power. As we deal with human power from ancient times, for agriculture, man self works hard to perform his various operations. After industrial revolution, machinery used to replace his work. So the important data about human power is a male can produce 0.70 watt of power, which is equivalent to 0.1 HP of power. Also the female can produce 48 watt of power, and similarly a child can averagely produce 30 watt of power. All the data is given as average of power producing capacity. Okay. After that, it comes to animal power. When we term animal, donkey, mule, bullock, yak, buffalo, all these are used widely to perform farm operations. So we have to them categorize. The first criteria used to categorize them is their body weight. Small animals, medium animals, big animals and heavy animals. It is the criteria to distinguish them on their body weight. The small animals having body weight in between 200 to 300 kg. The medium animals has their body weights from 300 to 400 kg. Big animals has 400 to 500 kg, and heavy animals are termed which are having body weight more than 500 kg. Why the body weight is most concerning? Because the animal power is depends on the weight conversion capacity of animal. Means if a bullock has 100 kg of weight and bullock has 10% of body conversion capacity, means what? He can convert his 100 kg of weight into 10 kg F of force, which we can apply in our field. So various animals has various body weight conversion capacity. The donkey has 32%, camel has 18%, bullock, which we widely use, has 10%, and buffaloes has 12%. Also, a pair of bullock produces 1 HP of power. Means one bullock produces 0.5 HP of power. As we were dealing with human power, we can say one pair of bullock can replace 10 men in the field. And last one comes the machine power. As we know, the machine power consists of implements, tools, and these tools and implements are supplying power with tractor, self-propelled machines like reaper, combine harvester, then power tiller, and engines, petrol engine, diesel engine, whatsoever it is. So every tractors and all individual parameter we will discuss in our next video. What is the average farm power available at Indian farms? I had asked one question before starting the video. Sir, the reports according to 2013-14, the Indian farm has total energy available is 2.2 kilowatt per hectare. Okay, the average farm power available at farms, so it is counted in kilowatt per hectare. Point to be noted. And last one was the average farm holding of Indian farmer. If you refer Jagdishwar Shah, The Elements of Agriculture Engineering, it has given that 2.5 hectares of land is averagely available for per farmer. But according to 2015-16 report, the average land holding of Indian farmer is 1.15 hectares in 2010 and 1.01 hectare in 2015-16. So guys, choose your answer according to options given to you. Okay, thanks for watching video. Stay updated for upcoming new videos and please subscribe our channel. Thank you.